I'm just cutting up affirmations for my Sagittarius new moon gathering tomorrow night. Here locally in Colorado, I do a gathering and I have my monthly subscription for everyone who wants to get the video and do the meditation and the energy healing with me that way. And the affirmations are always fun to read. I cut them up every month so everybody can choose them. And if you get the subscription, you get to pick them like an oracle in a different way. So I wanted to pick an affirmation or a few and kind of just talk about how they connect to Sagittarius energy. So the first one that I am cutting out, these scissors are my best friend in December, by the way. If I'm not cutting affirmations, I'm like cutting wrapping paper. So yeah. Now, this first affirmation, I am always open to learning. So Sagittarius can benefit from reminding themselves to always stay open to learning and never settling in on any one given idea, belief system, um, way of being, way of thinking, opinions, right? Like really strong opinions. And so this affirmation is a big deal. I feel like in my own journey with my own Sagittarius energy, right? Because we all have Sagittarius energy. For some of us, it might be a lot smaller than others. But with my own Sagittarius energy, I feel like the moment I realized that I always wanted to remain a student in this life and I always wanted to remain not all knowing or always the teacher was a really pivotal point in my own journey, in my own spiritual journey. And so staying open to learning in Sagittarius season is huge. So right now, we are in what I call the Sagittarius new moon portal. So that means that the moon has officially moved into Sagittarius and it will stay there and it will travel and meet up with the sun in Sagittarius on Friday evening, right? So Friday the 19th in the evening around 8:45 Eastern time, the sun and the moon will meet up for a hot date. And if it's Sagittarius, you better believe it's a hot date. And yeah, I think that this idea of being in this Sagittarius portal that we're in right now is meant to remind us that it's a wonderful thing to have strong beliefs. It's a wonderful thing to know what you believe. It's a wonderful thing to share your opinions. It's a wonderful thing to sometimes be really direct and blunt and no filter with people. And with this much Sagittarius energy, we want to be careful not to put our foot in our mouths, right? Like we want to be careful, we want to read the room. We don't want to word vomit all over the room before reading the room. This is all really important stuff. And so let's see what's the next affirmation that we're going to cut here. And so I don't actually know, and I choose to stay open. I'll say it again. I don't actually know, and I choose to stay open. So it's really about questioning what we know, what we think we know, right? It's about remaining open. And so this is a superpower of Sagittarius's polarity sign, which is Gemini, right? So Gemini never really knows. Gemini is always going to be seeking out more information, another opinion, another conversation about the same topic with someone new, right? And so, with this much Sagittarius energy that we're in right now in this new moon portal, it's important to remain open. It's important to invite conversations where we're not just speaking and we're actually listening as well. We're inviting in other opinions. Again, it's okay to have your own strong opinions as long as they are not written in stone, right? So it's super important to keep that in mind. So I don't actually know, and I choose to stay open. Again, if you want to choose from the affirmation oracle for the Sagittarius new moon, you just have to upgrade to a paid subscription and you will have access to my guided meditation for the new moon. The guided meditation is always this activation for your own unique energy, right? So in this case, it's your own unique Sagittarius energy. And so, whatever that is for you, wherever that lives in your energetic blueprint, AKA your astrology chart, that's the place that this meditation, as well as this guided energy healing and clearing out of old energy, is taking place within you, within your life, within your astrology chart, right? So each new moon is this opportunity to start fresh. Each new moon is the point of pure potential. Each new moon is our best shot as these human beings having a spiritual experience or spiritual beings having a human experience. It's our best shot every single month to move forward in a new way, right? It's our chance to start fresh. And it's not that you can't start fresh or attempt to start fresh at any other point during the month, because you totally can. But this is the most energetically supported time of the month, energetically, by the universe, by the cosmos, right? And since we are a part of all of that, us deciding that we're going to consciously work with that energy, right? Okay, we're going to consciously be a part of building and creating the snowball that's going to roll and build more and more momentum and get bigger during the month, right? Because come the full moon, we've got a big snowball that's probably too big and we have to figure out how to balance it out a little bit. And so by the full moon, you get a new meditation, a new energy healing, a new ritual, a new affirmation, right? All of these things. And so working with the moon cycle, the new moon and the full moon, I'm obsessed with it because it allows me to have the biggest say in my life. It allows me to work with the energies that want to work with me, that are trying to get my attention. And so I'm going to talk about one more affirmation here. So another affirmation for Sagittarius season, aka Sagittarius new moon: I assume nothing and ask clarifying questions. I'll say it again. I assume nothing and ask clarifying. I assume nothing and I ask clarifying questions. Okay. And so for these next couple of days, right? Today is Wednesday. We have Thursday, we have Friday, and then we get to the exact moment of the new moon, Friday evening. And so these next couple of days are really about asking clarifying questions and not assuming a damn thing. And that energy is really high right now, right? So that Sagittarius energy of making assumptions is more accessible to us than normal, right? And so we're trying to be high vibe Sagittarius, right? And so how do we intentionally be high vibe Sagittarius? We look over across from us at our polarity of Gemini, and we're like, you know what? Asking a question, that's what I need to do. That I'm going to take notes here. I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to make sure I heard that right. I'm going to make sure that that's actually the story. I'm going to clarify what's happening here, right? And so this is a really good time, right? So we're, a week out from some of the holidays here that are celebrated in a really big way in the United States. And so it's a really great time to get clear about plans for the holidays, right? To get absolute crystal clarity about what the expectations are of each person involved. Because Sagittarius can lose sight of the details and just kind of hold this bigger vision, which is awesome. And there's a time and place for holding the bigger vision. Let's just not set ourselves up for feeling disappointed about the holidays because we didn't speak up about the clear picture that we have in mind or the clear vision that we have in mind for the holidays. And so that's pretty much it. I wanted to just kind of talk Sagittarius. It's interesting because I was feeling like, wow, like there's definitely a shift. And like the moon went into Sagittarius. So the sun and the moon are speaking the same language. They are together and wanting to help us see something more clearly and hold a truth in a way that is a higher perspective than we were seeing it before. And I hope that's helpful. I hope that if you're not already signed up for my $8 a month paid subscription, that you'll go ahead and do that for yourself or gift it to someone. There's also a way to gift the subscription to someone else that you think would really love it and benefit and be totally down to do like at home new moon, full moon meditations and energy healing and just to kind of hop on here with me with whatever it is that I'm doing because I love just showing up on here and talking about the energy I'm feeling, the energy that's coming up. And so I'm wishing everyone a beautiful Sagittarius new moon and may the conversations be with you. Thanks for being here, Jacqueline and Cabe.